The Alfa Romeo Spider Veloce carried an aura that was equal parts charm and rebellion, a car that seemed more at home on a sun-soaked Italian coastal road than in any garage. Its body, sculpted by Pininfarina, whispered timeless elegance through every curve, and the long, low hood gave it that unmistakable Italian silhouette, one that balanced grace and aggression in perfect measure. The rounded front with its delicate chrome accents, the twin headlights, and the triangular Alfa grille formed a face that was instantly recognizable even from a distance. The proportions flowed effortlessly, from the sweeping fenders to the short rear deck, finished with a delicate chrome bumper and subtle tail lamps that added just enough flair without shouting for attention. The Spider Veloce wasn't just a car meant to be admired from afar, it was one designed to be driven with emotion. Beneath its classic shape sat a lively 2.0-liter twin-cam engine, an Alfa hallmark known for its willingness to rev in its beautiful mechanical song. It delivered around 126 horsepower, a modest figure by today's standards, but paired with the car's lightweight and balanced chassis, it offered a driving experience that felt pure and alive. The raspy exhaust note rose eagerly as the tachometer climbed, rewarding every flick of the 5-speed gearbox with a satisfying mechanical precision. The steering was sharp and direct, allowing the driver to feel every texture of the road, while the rear-wheel drive layout ensured a dance-like agility through corners. Inside, the Spider Veloce blended simplicity with soul. The interior wrapped around the driver in true Italian fashion, minimalist, functional, and elegant. Leather-trimmed seats provided a snug fit, perfectly positioned to take in the road ahead. The wooden steering wheel, slim and beautiful, felt like a piece of fine craftsmanship, while the classic twin-gauge cluster added a sense of tradition and sportiness. There were no screens, no distractions, just pure mechanical honesty, where every switch and dial had purpose. The low-slung seating position placed the driver close to the car's center of gravity, making every movement feel intimate and connected. With the top down, the Spider Veloce came alive. The wind brushed past, the exhaust hummed, and the engine's throaty rhythm filled the air like an orchestra of metal and fire. It wasn't about outright speed, it was about sensation. The feeling of freedom, the scent of fuel, the warmth of the sun reflecting off the polished paint, everything combined to create a sensory experience few modern cars could replicate. The car's balance between comfort and performance reflected Alfa Romeo's philosophy of passion-driven engineering. The suspension setup offered a compliant ride on uneven roads, yet it remained tight enough to handle spirited driving with confidence. The car responded eagerly to every input, giving the driver the feeling of being part of a living machine rather than merely operating it. What made the Spider Veloce particularly special was its enduring charm. It was a car that didn't rely on numbers or lap times to prove its worth. Instead, it relied on feeling, that intangible magic that turned every drive into an event. Even decades after its debut, it still exudes a romantic allure that captures the essence of Italian motoring. Whether parked by the Mediterranean or gliding through a city street, it never fails to draw admiring glances. The Alfa Romeo Spider Veloce stood as a symbol of the golden era of driving, a time when cars were built for passion, not just performance. It reminded everyone that driving could be more than transportation, it could be art, emotion, and connection rolled into one. Every curve, every sound, and every mile reminded the driver why Italy remains the beating heart of automotive beauty.